And if I told you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Salute all my real ones. Yeah. Listen, champ, we got why Rolls Royce cars are so expensive. Why are used cars more expensive than the same version of that car in brand new form? Like button, subscribe button, notification bell, press those. Let's go.
Rolls-Royce makes some of the world's most luxurious cars.
And that's why they're so expensive. That's the end of the video, folks. Thank you. My name is Ray. Catch you on the flips. Nah, let me stop.
Known for producing
What is that in the navigation?
crafted automobiles that promise a seamless magical carpet ride for its customers, a Rolls-Royce car does not come cheap. These are some of the best-selling Rolls-Royce models. And these are their entry-level prices. But with virtually unlimited...
Yo, I want to see that Spectre. They got the new one, the electric one, the Spectre. Fire. It looks fire. I want to see the in-depth review on it. I think, was it Top Gear did it?
Limited optional extras, upgrades, and customizations.
You know what? I'm gonna
the
react
true
to that.
cost of a bespoke Rolls-Royce has no limits. In fact, Rolls-Royce refuses to even discuss its base prices.
There isn't really a specific base price which we would just discuss because it really depends on each customer as an individual and the bespoke options which they like to design and develop with our bespoke team.
So what are some of these bespoke extras? And is that what makes Rolls-Royce so expensive?
One of the first obvious starting points probably is the colour. We have a palette of 44,000 plus colours. We replicate people's lipsticks. Something from your house, something you own, something you've seen.
44,000
Even we've
colours.
done the dog of an owner.
They be tight because I walk in there. If I ever had the money for it, I'd be like, let me just get white. Which color whites would you like, sir? White. Not pearl, just plain white. Snow White.
A red setter. So we exactly replicate them, whether it be by the DNA, the chemistry, or whatever. For us, it's unique. It'll be registered as your colour, and you can give it a name, and it's yours. And if someone else has seen it and wants to use that exact finish, we have to go to that person and ask their permission. When we go to the paint shop, you'll see it's called the Surface Finish Centre, because it's a bit of an insult to say we're painting the car. It's more than that. You're going to have at least some layers of coat. There's primers, there's base coats.
I need to fix my face because part of me is like, man, this all sounds like bullshit for them to extract more money out your bank account. But you know what? I'm going to try to keep an open mind. But all I'm hearing, yo, I'm from Harlem. I know a hustler when I hear one, bro. I know a hustler when you sound like a hustler, bro.
Colour. And unusually, we put on 2 clear coats of lacquer. But you could have up to 23 layers of coating, which we've done before.
23
equating
layers.
to about 45 kilograms in weight, just of coat.
45
In addition to the
kilos.
endless variations of colour, Rolls-Royce customers can infuse their paint with materials to create special effects. One particularly wealthy customer went one step further, requesting the addition of 1,000 diamonds.
Wanted a bit more sparkle.
Yo,
in the finish.
people always talk
Gave
about
us a
just
bag
because
of
somebody's
diamonds.
rich
We crushed
doesn't
them.
mean they have
were
taste and
infused
style.
into the paint.
Remarkably, the detailed paintwork on Rolls-Royce cars is done by hand by just one person.
My name is Mark Court and I am the coach liner for Rolls-Royce Motor Cars. A coach liner means that I am able to put this pinstripe onto the side of the car. The uniqueness is the fact that I do it completely freehand, and I'm the only one within
I see
Rolls-Royce.
flaws, like
that's like worldwide.
that don't
within
look
the
like a straight
Rolls-Royce
line to me, bro.
BMW group. So the brushes I use is made of squirrel hair. We found that most brushes nowadays are man-made, and which tends to leave brush marks within these lines. This is a natural hair. This natural hair tends to leave no marks
a
at all.
natural
So
squirrel. We went outside on the lawn and we found a squirrel and we shaved its tail and put it on a brush, and this is why it's special.
we work to
Bro,
one standard.
all I'm hearing is
higher
scan.
standard. So we use one that leaves no brush marks at all.
And if customers without a coach line decide to add one to their car, Mark is on hand to travel worldwide with his paintbrush.
as normal. With Rolls-Royce, Rolls-Royce never comes back to us, we go to it. So if it's in Dubai, so be it, that's where I have to go.
There are several unmistakable features of every Rolls-Royce exterior. The handmade Pantheon grille, the self-righting wheel centers that ensure the RR logo
fire like a Wraith. Like I said, the Wraith is so fire.
is never rotated, and the Spirit of Ecstasy ornament. In fact, in 2003, BMW paid $65 million to acquire the rights to the Rolls-Royce name, symbol, and the Spirit of Ecstasy. But it's inside
65, that's it? Bruh, $65 million for Rolls-Royce. That means somebody like Shaq or LeBron or Michael Jordan could have bought Rolls-Royce.
the car where luxury and cost dramatically increases. To create a virtually silent ride, Rolls-Royce adds approximately £300 of acoustic insulation around the cabin. Its tyre manufacturer, Continental, even developed special foam-filled tyres, which reduced the noise of the road by 9 decibels.
Wow.
The results were so profound that Rolls-Royce removed some soundproofing to avoid causing acoustic sensory deprivation.
Wow, that's crazy.
The dashboard of the Rolls-Royce Phantom can even become a bespoke art gallery. Customers have commissioned artists to produce all sorts of designs for this space, including this gold-plated, 3D printed stainless steel installation that replicates the customer's DNA profile. Another shining feature of Rolls-Royce.
Then doesn't that mean that if a car thief steals your car, then they technically can clone you? I mean, the logical thing being that how many car thieves are actually capable of cloning you? All of them. All of them. All of them.
This is the Starlight Headliner, an intricate series of fiber optic roof lights that recreate the night sky.
So there's so many rappers.
It takes up to 16 hours to build the Starlight headliners. We're starting by drilling it, and we perforate every single hole to thread fiber optic through every single hole. We've got up to 1,340 holes. We're doing this to achieve the stars, that are on the sky. So we're going to have the sky in the night covered with stars.
As with all things Rolls-Royce, customers can create bespoke starlight designs, including randomly generated shooting stars. One customer even had their design matched to exactly replicate the constellation of stars from the night they were born. The embroidery on the upholstery is also tailor-made to the customer's design choice.
So there's no real standard process that's repeated with embroidery, just because every single design is completely unique to the customer. It's not just a case of scanning in an image, turning it into embroidery. Every single aspect of the image is thought out. The different angles of the stitch will reflect the light in a different way. So rather than it just being a flat image, we're trying to bring it out to that next level. So it's almost three-dimensional, like a hologram effect that you can get from our stitch.
I feel like they're starting to change
The
my
most
mind
complex embroidery project
really
Rolls-Royce has
hard,
completed is this special Rose Phantom
you could
model,
really customize
which consists
this
of
car
1
to
million
your
individual stitches.
The Rose Phantom is the biggest embroidery we've done to date. We'll have to map out exactly what order we're putting all those embroideries onto the leather so that they all join up to match some of the stitching. There's no tolerance, it can't be out by a millimetre, otherwise it's completely written off. Just take a small aspect of the Rose Phantom. It's a good example of the development of one of the butterflies. What seems relatively simple in like an image actually becomes very complex for embroidery. So for the Phantom Rose headliner, there's a few techniques that we hadn't used before. Because of the scale of the Rose headliner, we had to break it down into individual elements. So each individual butterfly, the flower heads themselves, and then all the vines and leaves. So you can see here it's basically different layering of different coloured stitches in different densities. And by building those up, we can
I
create
won't lie, like all of this sounds good, and you know, if you could afford it, cool. But like I said, man, if I could afford a Rolls Royce, I'd be like, yo, listen, man, it's a Wraith, so I'd probably do white exterior, white interior, or off-white interior, and give me the stars, and keep everything else like plain Jane. Yeah, and it's funny because like I've been in car, I don't want wood interior. Let me get. You can't do carbon fiber really. I don't know. Let me get brushed aluminum or something, or like tungsten or titanium. keep it like that. Everything else, like that all sounds good, but no, I'm good.
That sort of fade effect where it's darker to the center, fades out towards the wings, fine-tune them to the quality that we'd expect, and then start combining it and bringing it all together for the whole headliner.
Rolls-Royce has seen a boom in sales over the last 10 years. In 2019, sales increased by roughly 25%
Whenever the Wraith
to
came out.
5,152 units, with the average age of a Rolls-Royce owner dropping from late 50s to mid-40s. Take Drake, for example.
Right.
His Bashukan model, a special edition of the Phantom, left the factory at a value of about $700,000. However, the customizations that Drake made, such as the diamond-encrusted Ovo Owl in place of the Spirit of Ecstasy, is thought to have brought the overall price to about $1 million. The most
And that car, like you see, there's certain cars I always tell people, there's certain cars you don't drive. Like that car that Drake had, you don't drive that car, you get driven in it. But the Wraith, I mean, it's a two-seater, so you gotta drive it.
expensive Rolls-Royce model ever built was the Sweptail. The result of over 4 years' work, this one-of-a-kind car was reported to cost $13 million, previously holding the title of the world's most expensive new car. But while other top-end car manufacturers focus on speed, maneuverability, and super lightweight supercar
They rely
status,
on craftsmanship.
Rolls-Royce cars are expensive for one reason: luxury.
No, that's. You know what? It's funny because at the y'all heard me at the beginning of the video. Towards the end, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, damn, they do a lot. They do a lot. It's just for somebody like me, like I'm a simple person. Like I go to the deli, like I just want a honey turkey with cheese and mayo, a light mayo. That's it. Like I've never been a person that I want all these extravagant things. The only thing I get crazy with is like technology and stuff like that. Like I'd want the dopest, craziest, technologically advanced crib. Ceilings coming out, like ceilings peeling back and all kinds of, you know, touchscreens and shit like that. But when it comes to like car, it's gonna be a stock car with all the features. That's it. That's all I need. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all thought about the video. Is a Rolls Royce worth it? I would say yes. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. My name is Rain. Catch you on the flip side. RCP salute. Wait for it.